So now we're in Lunenburg,
Lunenburg.
Nova Scotia.
Yeah. I like all these little, like, just an hour outside of Halifax places.
Yeah.
Be
It's
nice
great.
to get some food.
I don't know.
I was doing this, so I was like, might as well get that. But
Oh, there's horse and carriage.
Yeah, they got little buggy tours in this place.
Is this the place here?
Yeah, this is the place. It's always packed.
Alright.
sweet.
Let's
So, what place is this, Matt?
This is the Grand Banker.
Cool.
Awesome.
Probably named after the guy who owned all the boats in the town. On credit.
Would make sense.
So, we're in Lunenburg.
Yeah.
A nice little drinking town with a fishing problem.
Hey. There's a horse over there.
Did you say
It's a horse, of
a
course.
horse?
It's kind of cool.
Of course, there's a horse.
Look at all
Oh my
them
gosh.
boats.
I mean, it
Boats
wouldn't be
for days.
Lunenburg
Oh
if
my
there wasn't
golly,
any
look at
boats.
all them boats.
Look at all those boats. I guess, Breda, we haven't really asked you any questions. What's your favorite part of today?
So far.
Yeah, so far.
About that time that I harbored some resentment towards the plankton.
What? That's the question.
Brandon,
What's this question? Is this?
What is your favorite rural town in Nova Scotia?
Is this supposed to be a paradox, or is it a pair of docks?
I'm
All right.
guessing the answer is Lunenburg,
My-
Nova Scotia, where we currently are.
Yeah.
Actually,
Having
no.
a
My
great time.
favorite little town in Nova Scotia is definitely Lunenburg.
Yeah.
Don't tell Mahone Bay.
Yeah. Don't tell Digby.
Digby.
Digby, that's a place that I haven't been in a long time.
Yeah.
Pretty crazy.
You know what's cool though? There's a band from Halifax called Fossil Cliffs.
Oh
So
my-
Fossil Cliffs. Cliffs.
What
Good God.
Jeez, Brandon.
do you
Fossil
Keep
Cliffs.
in mind,
I
Gunner.
don't- What do you mean?
And I always thought that was a cool band name, and like I should have clued in sooner. But one day I was driving to PEI and I passed by the Joggins Fossil Cliffs, and I was just like, "Oh,
Honestly, though,
Makes
Fossil
sense.
Cliffs would be a good band name.
Just really, really old.
Do you think we live in a simulation?
no."
Okay.
No? Do you have any?
I think I can see why that would be a thing to ponder, but I haven't personally observed evidence of it yet, and I think it'd be really
Yeah,
kind of like this. Just seems a bit too much to be a simulation.
Yeah.
Haven't seen any glitches yet.
Well, I mean, depends on what you call a glitch, I guess. Donald Trump is president.
Oh. What's your definition on consciousness? What's your perspective on it?
Oh, it's funny because my stepdad wrote a book called, it's been a few years since he published it now, so I'm blanking on it. In England, the version that was released of the book in England was called, like, the God, it was like a counter to the God delusion. It was like called the God experience or something
Okay.
like that. But I can't remember what it was called in North America, but it was by Kevin R. Nelson about near-death experiences. And basically he talks a lot about consciousness in that book. But I think personally it's like consciousness is you know, as we mentioned in a different part of today about my spiritual beliefs, consciousness is a lot to do with just our chemical, neurological stuff. Am I standing in the right way?
Yeah, just keep going.
You know, our chemical.
Don't worry about me.
Okay. Our chemical processes in our, you know, tactile responses and everything like that, plus some sort of ineffable thing, that chemistry that happens in our brain
Yeah.
that like isn't totally explained yet. But I think that I don't like I'm not really super on the idea of a soul, so to speak,
Yeah.
because having seen so many people with dementia, like how does the soul handle that?
Exactly.
Like, how does the soul handle, like, my mom when she had brain cancer? Like, how did her soul, like, was her soul conscious, or did her soul get dumber temporarily while she lost brain function, and then when she died, did her soul stay like dumb, or
That's
did her
it.
soul go back to being smart? Like, it's just like you just open up a really weird can of worms. You know, like
Or even just sickness and stuff like that too. Like, it's
exactly.
just-
I mean, like, but that's the thing. Like, who is the authority on that, or how do we figure that out?
Yeah.
If you get a brain tumor and you die, is your soul now like the soul of a person with a brain tumor, or is it the soul of like a healthy person?
yeah.
Is it the soul of you as a kid? Is it the soul of you when you're 96 and you don't remember anything anymore?
That's a very interesting way of looking at
So I
it.
think consciousness is biological. It doesn't make the thing that I think people always go to more spiritual explanations in a way is that I think people are afraid of not being special, like the pale blue dot thing.
Right.
So, you know, yeah, maybe it sucks for you personally if the soul is not a real thing, if consciousness is just biological, but it doesn't make us living on this earth any less special. I mean, it doesn't make you cosmically special, but it doesn't, you know, it doesn't mean that you're not still special.
Very interesting. Very good
You
answer.
have to, I mean, I grew up in a scientific household. You have to be, you know, like I love the Carl Sagan stuff. Like you can still be pretty wowed
Yeah.
at. I mean, like we're right here next to the ocean. Like how much cool stuff, how much cool shit is in the ocean.
Yeah.
Like,
And that's stuff that's like barely explored too,
yeah.
right? By human
So
eyes.
like,
If you woke up one day and you were the emperor of a nation,
oh god,
Jumping
sorry
right
for
into
that
it.
nation.
what laws might you implement?
I would get to work pretty quick on making sure there was a lot of like equality for people of all kind of stripes. I'd really get tough on poverty. I think would be my two biggest priorities. You know, like I'd make sure that people had access to like all of the family planning methods they needed, that women and men were paid equitably. You know, like really just kind of all that business.
Right.
If a neighboring territory was preparing to invade you and your standing army was very small and had little chance of overcoming the attack, would you implement a draft?
First, I probably would go to the United Nations or something like that, if that's a thing in this hypothetical universe.
We'll say it is.
I mean, that would be my first response. You know, I would try to be like, look, it looks like this nation is planning to attack us. You know, we would try to not, we don't want to be an armed people if we don't have to be. And if it came to it having a draft, like I guess I'd have to if I had to defend my country and nobody came to my aid. But like
Right.
that would not be like my first instinct. Like, yeah, round up all the people and get 'em in learning how to shoot guns.
Yeah.
Unless they already knew how to shoot guns.
Yeah, really though.
I'm not saying people of my nation would be like all not into guns or something.
Yeah. If you, let's say you lost a limb, right? Like tomorrow or something like that, and someone came to you with doing like a new prototype for a bionic arm
Yeah.
or like a bionic limb,
Yeah.
would you take that chance?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you?
I have a song called Bionic Man.
Oh, really?
And the chorus is just, I want to be Bionic Man, I want to be Bionic Man.
That's so cool.
About all of the frailties of my body.
Yeah. That's really cool.
On that point, I don't know if you've heard of this neural lace idea, kind of like putting the mechanical thing over top of your brain,
Yeah.
like an interface. Would you consider that?
That'd be kind of cool.
Would you be a guinea pig, or would you wait for like version 2.0?
Maybe want to wait for version 2.0.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
I'd be a guinea pig.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you were against having stuff inside your brain.
Yeah. Well, it really depends on what it is, honestly.
Right.
Like
What you might gain from
it would have to. It would have to see. I would have to really know like what it
I'd be
entails.
scared my brain would get hacked.
Yeah. Like I know they
The
can hack
Rockies.
pacemakers and stuff. Yeah.
They would take my memories.
Yeah.
Hacking pacemakers is just like the most awful thing ever.
I know, it's terrible.
Messed up. Is that a thing?
Yeah, that happens.
Oh wow.
I thought that was
So-
just in Homeland.
Nope, it's like an actual thing. It's happened before. Hacking pacemakers and all that stuff. It's possible.
Wow.
Pretty scary.
That's pretty.
You know, I used to always worry that like an EMP or like
Right.
a nuke was going to take us back to the Stone Age. We were going to lose electric power. But now I just feel like at some point we're all just going to like disconnect everything from the internet and just be like, fuck it, we're going to write letters again. Like, I can't send this check over the internet. The Russians will take it. I'm just going to mail it.
Yeah.
Einstein famously said something to the extent of, if World War III is fought with nukes, World War IV will be fought with sticks and stones.
Yeah.
You guys been waiting for a table for a while. I don't know if you want the one outside.
Yeah, we'll
Sure,
totally
yeah,
take
perfect.
it outside.
Sure.
That's actually wonderful.
Yeah.
Oh, for just one time, I would take the Northwest Passage to find the hand of Franklin reaching for the Beaufort Sea, tracing one warm line through a land so wild and savage, and make a Northwest Passage home again. That's Stan Rogers. Respect.
Thinking about the memories that bind us all, and I'm crying.
We're at
to
the
myself.
Ovens Natural Park and Campground.
Sea cave
Would you
trail
rather?
rides. What?
Would you rather have 2 legs but no nose, or no nose but 2 legs?
2 legs but no nose, or no nose and 2 legs?
Yeah.
I would rather go with the no nose and 2 legs.
So,
So I'd still be able
But
to
which
walk,
one?
but I would just have no nose.
which one would you rather, though?
I would rather have legs.
Yeah, but would you rather have 2 legs and no nose, or no nose and 2 legs?
No nose and 2 legs.
The second one?
It's the exact same thing. I just realized that.
Yeah, there's some intense water action. I guess I might as well. I've got a song that's sort of about the water.
Okay.
It was based on a conversation my high school friend and I had about how artists, like, there's that sort of tortured artist kind of idea that you have to be out on the waves in the middle of a storm to really be artistic, when it's not really true, but it feels that way. And this was my mom's favorite song, so I might as well play it for her. This one's for you, Mom. You know, like, it's not necessarily the best solo acoustic tune, but it just feels right tonight. I don't know. I guess we were talking about living in the country versus living in the city. I've got songs that just feel better when they're out in the country. For a sign of breeze again.
It was really good. That was really awesome.
Life's a lot like a tide in a cave.
Oh my god.
What? It is.
It is.
As the tide comes in and fills the cave up, and then it goes, and the cave feels empty.
Yeah.
You know, things come and go throughout life, and in the same way the waters erode the cave further and further, our experiences in life shape us.
That's deep, bro.
I feel like I could die at any second.
Oh, this is sketchy.
This is really bad. I feel like there's safety precautions that we should be taking
There's no
here.
sign.
You just said enter at your own risk.
Oh my god.
Just come down and see the ocean in here. Oh my god, it's such a beautiful green in here.
Shit, guys.
Be careful there, Brandon.
This is like a horror
It's
film.
like so slippy. It's ridiculous. Be careful your head, it's very small. Holy shit.
That is close to the water, guys.
Yeah, that's a little close. Yeah, we should just get over there. So, we have found ourselves in a cave, which is kind of insane. BrainShake takes us to pretty crazy places.
This cave's our mind. Our mind is a cave.
Alright,
Plato's cave.
Not true.
Except this is Young's cave.
alright,
Alright.
we should head back up.
I just love the greenness of the water. I'm sure
Yeah,
the
it's
camera
cool.
can't capture that, but it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Bermuda, Bahamas.
Awesome.
Come
Uh,
on, baby mama, to Montego.
So, yeah.
So, thank you for watching
Yeah.
this episode of BrainShake.
It's been a great day. It's been
Yeah.
action-packed. We had singing, we had discussion, we
Now
had
we got
adventure.
dancing.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my god. Yeah, it's been such a great day. And what?
It's cool seeing the cave from here.
Yeah. So yeah, we went and explored a cave. We explored this beautiful place. Ended up in Lunenburg, an hour away, an hour and a half away, more so, I guess, right?
Yeah, from Halifax.
From Halifax, from where we live.
Yeah.
No blue nose though.
No, unfortunately not. Not this time. We saw horses though.
So what
Stuff
do you guys think about the current state of the oceans? You know,
The oceans are in danger.
very big danger.
Yeah.
Most of the species in the oceans are dying at very fast rates. I wonder is there a way to reverse that, or have we just done too much?
Ooh.
I heard. Was I telling you guys this on Friday? It was it's not. We don't need to worry about the Earth. We need to worry about us.
Well, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But also the oceans are becoming extremely acidic.
Yeah.
And not only that, but as that happens, the methane reserves underneath the ocean floor are going to start to bubble up.
Yeah.
And that will end up being a great contributor as well to greenhouse
These bugs
gas.
just love me.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't
and
know. I think there's always hope.
So
Yeah.
I guess this is kind of off topic, but one thing that I really wanted to talk about is, so we were shooting one of Matt's shows on Friday, and at the end of the show, basically when the last person was playing, Matt was the only one that went up to the front near the stage and started dancing.
Yeah.
And you know,
Started grooving.
yeah, it was amazing. He was grooving to the music and all that stuff, like very awesome dancer and all that stuff. And then
You're too kind.
And not long after, you know, people started approaching the stage and dancing with them. And
Yeah.
next thing you know, there's like 20 people up there dancing.
it was pretty amazing.
was cool.
And we were just, me and Brandon were right beside it, right?
I mean, I guess someone's
just-
going to be the one to start.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
just such a cool social experience, just being in the thick of that. It was just so
Yeah.
cool and seeing it unfold. It just kind of reminded me how important it really is to be charismatic and I guess be enthusiastic about
What you're doing.
things. Yeah.
Yeah, I
just-
think that, like, you know, they tell us that, you know, rock music and stuff is dead because people don't know how to dance to it. And I just say, well, like, I mean, they knew how to dance to it in the 50s and 60s and 70s and 80s, and they came up with every decade has a new method of movement.
Yeah.
And, you know, so maybe grunge kind of, like, hurt rock and roll by, like, making dancing just like this.
Yeah.
But, like, if that's all you're feeling, get up your ass and do that.
Yeah.
If you're feeling like you need to sway. If you want to, like, bust an actual move, bust an actual move. But, like,
Right.
you know, I think it's like people are afraid to go to rock shows too because they're like, oh, I gotta pay $8 and I'm just gonna sit there and listen to a band. Well, like, you could pay $8 and get up in front and, like, make some entertainment for yourself. Like, there's a band here, they feed off your energy. If you
That's
give them
true.
energy,
Yeah.
they'll
Get
give you
more
energy back.
10 times more back.
My
sometimes.
my shows are always better when I get energy back from the audience.
And it made it almost, when you went up there and I saw all those people, it made me almost want to dance, but I was still too self-conscious a little bit. And I realized after the event, when I was driving home, I was like, I should have just went up.
Just,
Yeah.
Like,
who's
it's just,
gonna,
who's gonna like, why does it matter?
The thing is like, I am a bad dancer. So, like, no one is going to hate, like, if I'm already on the dance floor, no one's going to be like, oh, that other person who just got up to dance also sucks.
I almost feel like your confidence overcomes that. Like, it seems like you're a good dancer just because the confidence,
Yeah,
the energy
exactly.
I just
speaks louder volumes than any of the moves.
well, like,
you know?
I just have to express myself. I'm not a trained dancer, and I've got 2 left feet, so I just have to move.
Right.
A lot of times, I just, like, a lot of my dancing is just like, I am excited about this music. Like, when I saw All Right Already at the Timber Lounge, like, just what they were doing, just, like, I didn't know how to dance to it. I was just, like, sometimes it was a little changing time signatures and stuff, but I just loved what they were doing so much that I was just, like, doing this.
You were
and
into
then
it.
I was just like, yes.
What is it about
yes.
music that do you think speaks to us on some kind of level that is deeper than ordinary language can get to? Is it the emotions it evokes? Is because we've been doing it for so long throughout the centuries, and it's
music is just, it's part of the human experience. I think it's really, like, I haven't really read enough about the psychology of music other than to know that it activates a different neural network than talking.
right.
And that neural network is more connected to the pleasure centers, as far as I can tell.
Yeah.
So, you know, I think that, like, that's one of those things why I think, in a way, like, some of that electronic dance music was so, like, ridiculously a runaway success is because people were taking ecstasy and then they were listening to music with an incredible amount of bass and treble. So, like, treble, like, high pitches,
Right.
like, activate, like, even more, like, people, like, especially when they're on drugs, they, like, really, really love, like, low and high frequencies.
Okay.
So, like, it was kind of just like eating, like, a big fucking bag of Reese's cups or something,
that?
like, in terms of just,
Guess
like,
that red thing over there, is that a cloud?
that is the moon, my friend.
It's the moon on the horizon.
That is so cool.
Is it?
So,
It looks
yeah.
like a mushroom cloud almost.
Yeah, it's weird.
Yeah.
You sure that's the moon?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a
definitely.
moon. Okay.
It's just there's some cloud it has to come
Right, it's like
over.
the light reflecting off the moon into some clouds.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, oh my god,
I
there's so
think
many fucking...
for-
Probably gonna get dark
And
pretty quick.
music also brings, I feel like it brings people together, right? It gives
communal.
people, yeah, it's, you know, when I was at, like, the Deadmau5 concert and all that stuff too, like, that was, like,
Everyone was just
insane.
there to be part of something.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was, like, so crazy.
I think that's what music is about. It's I mean, yeah, it's connecting to your feelings stuff because you can listen to music alone. It's a powerful experience, but it's also a powerful experience to experience it with others in community,
Alive.
and
Yeah.
it brings people together, I think, as well.
Yeah.
It's like our cry out to the world that we're here, we exist, we feel.
Cry out for connection.
Yeah, for connection.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's what it's all about.
Yeah, it's funny because when we do these podcasts, we always come back to this cry out for connection topic.
Well,
Have
we
you
live in
noticed that?
such an electronically connected but, like, socially disconnected
Yeah,
world right now.
it's so crazy.
I mean, you want to talk about, like, those, like, Proud Boy dudes who, like, came and were, like, running up against, like, the native protesters and stuff. Like, you don't just be, like, a well-adjusted human and then decide, like, you're gonna do, like, Proud Boy stuff. Like,
Yeah.
you are disconnected from
Oh,
things.
definitely. It's like the polarization of the internet. But I mean that obviously has deeper roots than just the internet as well. The kind of racism and that whole kind of train of thinking.
But, like, I remember
But-
being, like, on
And
4chan,
internet,
like,
too.
years ago, and 4chan was still just, like, a little less nefarious than it is now.
Yeah.
And, like,
Yeah.
I just remember like it was kind of like funny for like a little bit, and then eventually I was just like, this is these people's lives.
Right.
Holy shit.
And it's
That
like an echo
just sucks.
chamber too, where they're just
Yeah.
hearing the same things and
Yeah.
feeding into each other's
Yeah.
biases.
Like I just couldn't get into them being like ironically racist and stuff. I was just like, why? Like,
Yeah.
like it's already okay to be racist. Like you're not being rebellious by being racist.
Yeah, like there's
So-
already systematic racism on a large
Yeah,
scale,
like,
and also
like-
undertones everywhere, and
Yeah, like
just straight up racism.
yeah.
in our
So it's just it
society.
didn't make any sense.
Yeah,
So
it's pretty
It was
disturbing.
seeing and like just seeing.
And then
You
the whole
know.
rhetoric with Trump started.
Yeah, it's just there's good and bad parts of the internet, and I think generally for me, I think in my opinion, I think it's the internet is a good place for a lot of people to connect,
Yeah.
a lot of people to get through. We're more connected than we ever have been as humans.
Yeah,
like
we
being
also
able
feel
to
more
go.
alone than ever, I think. in
Yeah,
some
of course.
Kind of way.
But I think it's the problem with it is it's a double-edged sword.
Right, with
know,
all
it's-
technologies,
yeah.
there's that double-edged sword. I think sometimes it just takes time for us to figure out that right balance.
Yeah.
And hopefully we'll swing back the other way a little bit and have technologies that engage us more in the world rather
Mm-hmm.
than isolate us.
Yeah, I've been trying to. I mean, that's what I'm really glad you guys asked me to do this, because like I'm just trying to get connected back to people.
Right.
I've started doing like a meditation app, and I've
Yeah.
started just trying to force myself to like connect.
Well, it's
Which app is it?
Headspace.
Yeah, I
Oh,
have that
Headspace
as
is
well.
great.
Yeah.
It's kind of it's funny that you say that because it's kind of the same thing with me. Like I've been feeling kind of, I've been trying to get out more because I've been feeling
Kind of
down in the dumps.
Trapped
In a
maybe,
way,
or-
like just because I haven't had a lot of stuff to do. I've been in my house. I've been playing video games, and video games are great, but they can only get you so far, right?
Yeah.
Unless you're like making a living out of it or doing something great with it. But for
Yeah.
me, I don't want to lose how amazing video games are to me. So I find going out and actually doing things is,
Well, yeah, it's
is
a- it's an important
much
part
more
of your-
healthier, of course.
Yeah.
But it's for example, it's like going out and talking
For
to.
the viewers at home, there
Yeah.
we're surrounded by about 1,000 mosquitoes
Yeah, it's
right
pretty.
now, so
It's pretty bad.
we're making sacrifices for art.
Yeah,
This very moment.
So and I messaged like
just killed,
30
like,
to
30.
50 people on Facebook, just
Oh.
like saying like, hey, like, do you want to hang out? And most of the people didn't answer back because they were so awkward. Some of the people have seen the messages and didn't even answer back. There was
Not
one
even
person,
like, yo, I'm busy
Yeah.
right now.
but
Some
even
people
doing
get
that,
caught up
even
or
putting myself on the
clicks.
line and saying,
Yeah.
oh, I want to do something, even to people that I don't even know yet, I gained a friend out of it.
Yeah.
And it's been amazing, and I've realized that we both have very similar passions when
Yeah.
it comes to art and all that, and it's just really cool.
So do you guys have final thoughts? Just because it's going to get dark
Yeah,
real
of
fast.
course, yeah.
And we'll gotta be
Final
walking through the woods.
thoughts for me are thank you guys for having me on the show.
Yeah.
It was awesome for you guys to come film my band, to let me play a song that my mom's favorite song out on the ocean, and for just the opportunity to kind of go like, yeah, I've been meaning to get out to Lunenburg or somewhere recently, so thank you for that,
Yeah.
and
Um,
keep doing what you're doing.
Oh wait, did you?
Turned off.
It turned off? When?
I have no idea when.
Well, you can always put the audio on top of something.
Some scenic shots.
That's true.
Yeah.
So
It died.
Matt.
Yeah.
Just because we don't really have any visual stuff right now.
You want to just walk and talk?
yeah,
while we do
sure.
this, so we can,
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
Let's
Knock
walk
it.
and talk.
So Matt, if for the viewers, or for anyone that's watching this,
Yeah.
where can people reach you? What's the best places, social media wise, or anything like that? Or is there anything that you're doing this summer that people could check out? Or
Yeah, I am playing July 15th in the evening. I have a duo with my friend Heather McInnes from the Get Up.
cool,
We're playing at Freeman's in Fairview.
nice.
July 22nd, if you've got any viewers in Hampton, New Brunswick, my band Matt Steele and the Corvette Sunset is playing there with the Get Up. August 4th, I'm back at Freeman's Fairview. August 25th, Matt Steele and the Corvette Sunset we are playing the Seahorse
Nice,
with David After Dark and the Natalie Lynn Band,
cool.
which is an awesome lineup. So definitely go check that out. On August 25th, there's around there, we'll be releasing a new single
Oh, nice.
called Rescue Ship.
Coast Guard, paramedic, lifeboat. Girl, you get it
And you can find music that we've already released at mattsteelemusic.com. That's STEELE, mattsteelemusic.com. Facebook.com/mattsteelemusic. We've got a few YouTube videos if you search Matt Steele and the Corvette Sunset. Really great tour video from when we played in, we did a little tour and we did a stop in Charlottetown, and it was just off the chain, people hanging off the ceiling.
Nice.
So those are probably the best places. We have lots of great content always at Instagram user account Matt Steele the Corvette Sunset. Pictures of my cat. I'm gonna try to get pictures of the other guys' cats. You can follow my cat on Instagram at the real Noodle Cat. His name is Noodle.
That's amazing.
Yeah, that's probably all pretty much about the long and short of it, really.
Cool. Oh, we can go down this way.
This way? Okay.
Yeah, this way. It's all good.
So yeah, that's Matt Steele. MattSteelemusic.com is definitely a spot. You can still find my album, I believe, at both Obsolete Records and Taz Records in Halifax, Back Alley Music in Charlottetown.
Cool.
Or you can buy a digital copy on Bandcamp at mattsteelemusic.com. Please buy my music. I need to be able to afford Facebook ads to tell people about shows I'm playing. It is really kind of expensive to be a musician these days, as it always has been.
Yeah.
And I try to usually not to be so desperate about it, but if you enjoy anything you've seen of my music, or you think I'm a smart guy, or you just want to pay me money to go away, Bandcamp or mattsteelemusic.com.
Yeah, definitely support this guy. He's really an amazing, passionate human being, and very caring and kind. And I met him from me and Brandon. Actually, we met him from a program that we were in, therapeutic recreation, of course, as Matt had said. And just definitely check him out. Give him support. Show him some love. He's just such an amazing human being.
Oh, thank you.
There's nothing really much more
Love
to say.
you, Isaac.
Love you too, Matt.
Hey.
I love you, Brandon.
Love you guys.
But yeah, pretty much.
Recording.
Yeah.
Talk about shit.
Yeah. We could also just.
I don't think I got a shot of the moon.
Yeah.
For those of you listening,
Moon
this
is beautiful.
the moon.
It's
It's like orangish, reddish. It's huge. I think it's
looks like a harvest moon. But
Yeah.
not the harvest time.
Yeah, so it's just miraculously a beautiful color. It's big, and it's right on the horizon of the ocean.
Yeah.
And I wish I could take video of it, but
Thank you so much for watching. This has been such a great experience, and I'm hoping that in the future we could definitely have you on again, Matt.
Yeah, for sure.
Be
Maybe
so
we'll
awesome.
Do like a therapeutic recreation.
Yeah, definitely. I'd love that.
do you know that every year the moon gets further and further away from the Earth?
Really?
Only slightly. But eventually it's going to get so far away that our orbit is going to be all fucked. And basically, if we're still here, we're going to be screwed.
So.
That's why we got to go to Mars. I mean, this is a long, long time down the road.
Yeah.
Basically, the moon will get so far away that our orbit will start to wobble too much, and the seasons will be too sporadic and the weather too extreme, to a point where there might be only a slimmer around the Earth where it could be habitable. I mean, I don't know if it's 100% proven, but we definitely know the moon's getting further away.
Like some other galaxy is going to get real close to ours.
Yeah, Andromeda, in somewhat billion years, is going to collide with our galaxy. But because the stars are so far apart, it's unlikely that there will be any disruptions to your daily life, aka your great-great-grandchildren's.
The song's called Hurricane from Matt Steele and the Corvette Sunset. Have a very good night. You're a hurricane, knocking me over. No explanation, you're a 4-4 scale, knocking me over, yeah. You're a hurricane, blowing me sideways. When I'm touching blue, touching everywhere we're going, and I go like, hey, I'm in your eyes. City center now, honey, make it right. Hey, I'm in your eyes. Stormy skies got
in every kind of trouble now. Take it all back, cause the nigga's gonna drown. Yes, I'm out to my neck in every kind of trouble now. Hey, I'm in the ride. Keep it simple now, honey, make it right. Hey, I'm in the ride. These fucking skies got nothing on the table, honey. Hey, I'm in the ride. Keep it simple now, honey, make it right. Hey, I'm in the ride. These fucking skies got nothing on the table, honey. Thank you very much. Have a good night.
Hey BrainShake followers, this is Matt Steele recommending that you check out On the Beach by Neil Young. It is one of my favorite records of all time. I'd say it is like the most perfect, imperfect, perfect record of all time. It also has one of my favorite songs ever, Ambulance Blues. This is the back of the record, it's very cool. It's just Neil Young on the beach, like the album title. And Ambulance Blues, I think, is definitely the yin and yang of songs. It is bittersweet, it is joyous, it is silly, and it is serious, it is nostalgic, future forward, kind of all at the same time, and there's mistakes on it. So it's just like, it's perfectly imperfect, it's awesome, it's like the human condition in an album.
What?